record on this computer. Hello, everybody, and welcome back for another Wheel with Me week of empowerment. This time, we're joined with Anna again, and our whole idea is, spring into self-growth. New Year's, we're always trying to create new habits and really change our life, right? But then as the year goes on, those wants and that New Year's resolution kind of falls off. And so our goal here is to just help you stay on track with your goals and stay on track with where you want to be. So today we will be having at-home fitness led by Anna again. And we're really grateful that she took the time to come back and join us again for another empowerment week. So if your camera's off as well, we ask that you please turn your camera on. We just want everybody to be interactive and join today. So I'm gonna let Anna take over. Oh, also one more thing, I'm sorry. If you're a manual wheelchair user, drop your name in the chat. Every day Kenda's giving away a set of tires again. So you need some new tires, go ahead and drop your name in the chat.
Hello, everyone. If you are not familiar with my face, my name is Anna Sarul. I am 20 years old and I'm calling in from Lenexa, Kansas. I'm very excited to be on here, but a few questions. Who has went to our previous adaptive event with Jesse last time? Can you raise your hands? I want to see if I can recognize a few faces, which I do. Awesome. Well, if you haven't been here before and this is something new to you, I'm very excited to have you. And few notes before we get started. First, I just want to clarify and remind you guys that I'm not a certified physical trainer by any means or a dietitian. At the end of the workout, I'm going to invite you guys to unmute yourself. And if you have any questions, be sure to think that through while we're working out. If you want my advice and expertise, again, I'm not anything that's certified, but I am willing to share my personal experience. Equipment wise, if you guys are available to resistant bands and free weights, that's kind of primarily what we're going to be using today. So this is a resistant band. There's different type of resistance. I could show you actually a few if you're interested on learning more about this. So this is from ATA, Adaptive Training Academy. I bought them. So this is the yellow one. This band is usually for lighter weights, and then they have black. And as you go on, it gets thicker and thicker, which adds to the difficulty. The next equipment that I'm going to see if you guys have free weights, so dumbbells. Right now, I'm going to choose the 5 pounds just because I did my workout earlier today, and I'm not trying to put so much stress on my shoulders, which is very important to maintain healthy shoulders. And we all know that. For people who are wheelchair users, that's something that's crucial. Okay, I also wanted to show you guys a quick equipment if you guys are interested. I show this on my page if you're following me on Instagram. But Equip Products, they came up with this lat mat, and I know Jessie's familiar with too. I see her work out with it all the time. But you basically set it on your lap like this. There's straps so that you can Velcro it around your waist so it doesn't move and everything, but the purpose of it is so that you can place your weights on your lap without damaging your legs, but also if you're not able to pick up things from the floor, you can just sit on your lap without worrying about getting like different injuries from that. So always making sure that you are taking care of your legs. I think that's all the notes that I have. The first thing that we're gonna do is I'm gonna take you out through a little warm up, or we're gonna do stretching, then warm up, then we're gonna go to resistant bands, and then we're gonna end with weights, and then do a little cool down at the end. So let me put on some music for us to listen to. Make sure that you guys have a water because we are gonna be taking breaks, and hydration is always key with workouts. So let me turn on some music. I put some clean workout playlists that I found on Spotify. So let's hope that this is clean and that you guys get motivated from this. So let's go ahead and start with stretching. So what we're gonna do is raise your arms up, bend your right arm, and push your elbow. Push it down. And as best as you can, try to pull up instead of being hunched over. I usually like extending, getting that little pop in my elbow. I feel like it always happens to me. Now we're gonna switch. So pushing down our left elbow. We're gonna do our wrist. Now we're gonna reach across. So straighten your right arm and then bring your left to push it this way. Try to relax the shoulder and bring it down so you could really feel that stretch all the way in your lats. Stretch that neck out. I tend to form all my stress right here, so my neck always cracks throughout the day. I don't know if anyone else experiences that, but that's where I build up so much stress. It's not the best. That's why stretching is always key. That's right, Tate. Try to watch that shoulder, make sure it's not touching your ear. Relax it, make sure that space in between. And if you're able, kind of get that twist. I have rods on my back, so I'm not able to be as flexible as I was before, but go as far as you feel comfortable. Bring our right ear to our right shoulder. Get that stretch in. Okay, let's rotate. Now we're going to bring our left ear to our left shoulder. Okay, now we're going to start off with a little warm up so that we can get stretched and everything. Actually, let's do some big arm circles. Make sure that we get our movement. I also forgot to mention, you can adapt to the workout the way that you need it to be. We're not all going to look like the same. We're not going to have the same abilities or mobility. I really wanted to stress that if you don't look like me, that is okay. As long as you are trying your best, that's all that I care about. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off with jumping jacks. So we're going to do 2 sets of 25. And with sitting, what we're trying to do is really get our heart rate up as much as we can without the use of our legs. So what I like to do, so this is what the movement looks like, slow motion, but I usually like to keep a good pace. So I'm going to count you guys off. Try your best to stay with my count. If you're not able to, then I just want you to finish off on your pace, okay? So just do the full 25 and we're going to rest and then we're going to do one more 25. Okay, let's begin. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Nice. Good job, guys. I was watching, I have it on gallery view so I could see each and every one of you and you guys look amazing. We're going to do that one more time and then we're going to continue with our warm up. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I almost count to 30, but 25. Good job, guys. Next, what we're gonna do, I'll count you guys off. We're gonna do ring rows, but we're gonna go forward, okay? And then we're gonna try to aim for 50. If your arms give up and you get tired, stop at where you're comfortable and then proceed to try to get with us and join us. And then we're gonna do it backwards. So we're gonna do 50 forwards and 50 backwards. That's our aim, that's our goal. Remember, if you aren't able to do the complete 50 by not lowering your arms, that's totally okay. So let's go ahead and lift them up. Okay, ready? Forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job, guys. I'm really bad at counting, so if I ever miscount, just start laughing. I'll like look at your guys' smile and I'm like, oh wait. I also get my lefts and rights sometimes mixed up. It's just the Filipino in me. I know. It's like, even though it's just 2 directions, I feel like I know I'm not alone. Okay, so let's go ahead and prep for, we're gonna bring them backwards this time. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Good job, guys. I feel like I didn't see anyone drop their arms. And if you did, then you did it quick enough for me to not notice. Okay, so next movement we're gonna do, which I know it's not always feasible to do this movement, so take in consideration of what kind of adaptations you need to do. So this is called the adaptive burpee. So if you are a manual wheelchair user, then this is kind of how I do burpees, and I've learned this from Wesley Hamilton, who's my trainer. So basically you're gonna touch your toes and then try to get up and then go up here and then flat. I know you can't see everything that I'm doing, but okay, so if you aren't able to touch your toes, that is okay. What I want you to do is maybe hold your hands on your knees and then press up, clap. I'm trying to show you guys my full body. So if you can't touch your toes, that's perfectly okay. What I want you to do is put your hands on your knees regardless. Just lower, bring back up, clap, okay? If you are able to touch your toes, go all the way down. Your chest is gonna be basically on your lap, and then kind of push up. I know some people have even better back muscles than me and core, so they can do this movement without their arms. And if that looks like you, then go ahead and challenge yourself more than my ability. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do those adaptive burpees. We're gonna do 2 sets of 10. So we're gonna do the first set together. I'm gonna try to count you off. If you're not on the same pace as me, that's totally okay, because I know this looks different for everyone, but just complete the full 10 on your own pace. But I'll go ahead and count just in case you guys are going the same pace as me. Let me bring my camera down. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. Okay, down. 1, down. 2, down. 3, down. 4, 5. Keep going, guys. You got it. 6, 7, 8, down. 10. Again, if you are still completing your 10, go ahead. Don't wait on us, or you don't have to go at the same pace as us. Again, while we're taking these breaks, you can be sipping on some water, making sure that your muscles get the proper hydration that they need. Water is key. While we're going through this workout class, be sure to be thinking of questions at the end. I'm sure Jesse will be able to allow people to unmute themselves so that you guys can ask some questions for a little Q&A for me. Okay, we're gonna do one more set of that, and that will complete our little warm up, and then we're gonna head to resistant bands and then weights following that. So let's go ahead and do this again. I have to lock my brakes. Okay. Okay, let's get started. Ready? Down, up, 1, down. That's 2, 3, 4, halfway, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice job, guys. Okay, while I'm showing you the next movement, go ahead and get a sip of water. And if you are able to have your resistant bands ready, go ahead and pull those out. I'm gonna use, which one should I use today? Let's just do yellow. Okay. This is what my resistant bands look like. You could also get resistant bands, like I'm pretty sure these ones I bought such a long time ago when I was a gymnast. I bought these from Walmart, so you can honestly find them anywhere, and they look like different. Okay. So resistant bands. The first movement we're gonna do is pull aparts. So you could, if you want more difficulty, you're gonna bring your hands a little closer to begin with, but go ahead and do that first one to see where you're gonna place your hands to start. So if that was too easy for you to do, bring your hands a little closer together. If it was a little difficult, then go ahead and spread them apart. But just let's get a feel of where we wanna place our hands before we count. Okay, everyone's good? If you do not have resistant bands, what I want you to do is do the same movement. But what I want you to do is really focus on pinching these back muscles together. So let's hope that you see. So you're gonna pull them together. See how my shoulder blades are going in? Because this is just a movement, right? But if you're really focusing on it, I hope you can see it with my shirt. But yes, that's kind of what it looks like. And that's exactly what we're doing with the bands as well. We're not just like using our shoulders, we're also bringing those back and pinching them together. Okay, we're gonna do 30 of these. And these are called pull aparts. So once you find your hand placement, we're gonna begin. Ready, and go. That's 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Keep going, guys. You got it. 19. 10 more. 20. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Oh man, I totally felt that. You feel the burn with resistant bands. It might not be heavy weights or anything, but if you do a lot of reps with those, you can feel every inch. Get a sip of water if you need to. Stretch your neck. some circles. It's like 80 degrees in Kansas today, and my mom doesn't believe in AC. Filipinos, I'm telling you. Okay, I'm turn the phone. Okay. So next thing that we're gonna do, so we did our pull aparts. We're gonna still use the resistant bands, but this time we're gonna do what we call seatbelt. So what you can do is place one of your arms either on your wheel or beside you by your hip, and we're gonna straighten our arms and lift to the side. So it's a diagonal pull. And we're gonna do, let's do 30 of them. So we're gonna do 30 on our right, 30 on our left. I just did that backwards. See, I got them mixed up. This is my right, this is my left. You can start on either side. Regardless, we're gonna be doing 30 reps. So doesn't matter which side you choose first. So again, get a little feel for it, see where your hand placement you want it to be as far as difficulty and what you're able to get as high up as you can, and try to really think about keeping that elbow straight. So instead of doing one of these, we're kind of more doing a straight arm pull, okay? Once you guys find your hand placement, we'll begin. And again, we'll do 30 of them. I usually like grabbing it and placing it against my rim so I can hold and get a better grip. Okay, so let's go ahead and straighten your arm out. I'm gonna bring it all the way up, and that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Try to really extend that elbow. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 10 more, you guys. You got it. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Good job, guys. Again, you could stretch this out while you were taking this little break. One thing about stretching that I've learned about is why it's so flexible, or why it's so necessary to be as flexible as you can, is because then while you're performing these exercises, you can engage the full muscle. If we're not stretched out, then we can tend to just build all that stress on one point. That's what I've learned from my experience. Again, I'm not any kind of personal trainer or anything, but okay. So next we're gonna move on to our next arm. So if you guys did your right, move on to your left. Okay, find your arm placements with this one. Let's see. Turn on my arm here. Let's bring it a little closer. That feels good. Okay, so again, we're gonna do 30. You guys are doing really good. After this, we'll take a little break because that's gonna be done with, or we're gonna be done with our resistant bands until the cool down. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and find your position with your arms. Extend your arm out. And we're gonna bring it across. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, halfway, you got it. 16, finish strong. 17, that's 18, 19, 20, 10 more, you got it. 10, come on, 9, bend the elbow, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, good job, guys. Okay, go ahead and take your break. And while you're taking your break, go ahead and locate your free weights. While you guys are resting, grabbing a drink of water, I'm going to show you the movements that we're going to do. Okay, let me show you the movements. You don't have to do it right now or anything, just observe me, observe my form, and I'll tell you the numbers. Okay, so we're gonna grab some free weights. You could either use one at a time or you could use two. Depends on, for me, it depends on the exercise. But the first one, what we're gonna do, just observe my form. You don't have to do it right now with me. What I want you to do is just pay attention. Put my phone here. I'm probably gonna do one because my balance isn't the best and I wanna make sure that I'm using the correct form. So let's see, how can I get in the frame? Okay. So what we're gonna do is, it's called around the world. So you're gonna point your palm outward and then you're gonna go up, back down. You could have a slight bend on your elbow just so you're not pushing or pulling that much pressure, or not pressure, but stress on it. So again, palm is gonna be facing out and you're just gonna have a slight bend to your elbow. And you're gonna make like a little half circle, okay? So that's the first movement. If you were here on my class before the first event, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take you on 4 different exercises. And then we're gonna do 1 cycle of each of the 4 exercises, and then I'm gonna give you a rep. So I'm gonna give you 4 exercises. We're gonna do 15, 12, and 9. So the first round, we're gonna do 15 reps of the 4 exercises. We're gonna take a break, and then we're gonna do the same exercises, the same 4 exercises, but this time we're gonna do 12, and then take a break, the same 4, and we're gonna do 9 reps. So hopefully it'll make a lot more sense when we actually do it. I'm not the best at explaining it, but just watch what I'm doing and I'll take you along. So again, this is 4 exercises around the world. That's one of them. So I just want to show you guys what you guys are up for, and then we'll go ahead and count you guys, but don't do them yet. Just observe my form for now. The next exercise, this is the second exercise. What I'm going to do, if you're in your chair and you're in your manual chair, you could reach across, grab this part of your wheelchair, and what we're going to do is we're going to do bent over rows. So your chest is going to be facing down, your weight is in your arms right beside you next to your wheel, and what we're going to do is we're going to bring them up. I'll show you the side view of that. Again, I usually cross my hand over because this is where we're bringing them back up here. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're bringing it straight back, okay? These are gonna trigger your muscles along your back. So you can make sure those muscles are getting strengthened as well as your front muscles. So that's your second exercise. Again, I will take you through these, so you don't have to worry about remembering these. The next one we're gonna do, I'm gonna grab 2 weights for these. It's gonna be regular press, overhead press, to V press. See how my arms are in a V? That's 1. And then overhead press to V press, that's 2. Okay, that's your third exercise. Your fourth exercise, what we're gonna do, what did I put? Oh, we're gonna do wheel taps with a weight. So what this looks like, it's gonna be tap here. We're gonna try to really engage the muscles that we sometimes forget about. So our obliques, our core, try to keep that nice, strong balance. So we're gonna twist, bring it over. You can do this without weights. What this looks like is this. Okay, what we're gonna do is for that, we're counting 1, 1, 2, 2. So again, we're gonna do 15 reps the first round. and then I will count you off. So let's go ahead and do around the world. I'll always remind you on what exercises we're going to do. So grab your weight. What I'm going to do, since I'm only using one, you could use two at a time, but since I'm only doing one each, let's see, how should I do this? If you're doing one free weight, then I don't know how I should do this as far as like making sure that you get your right arm or your other arm that you're not exercising. We'll try to split it up. So I guess we'll choose even numbers. So we're going to do 14, 12, and 8. And then halfway through the 14, so 7 reps, I'm going to switch arms. So you can just follow my lead. If you have 2, then go ahead and just do the full 14. Okay, so palm facing out. Again, you're going to bring it all the way up, slight bend to your elbow and down. So let's go ahead and get started. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to rotate hands if you're using 2. Is anyone using 2? Raise your hand if you're using 2. Okay, we're all doing 1. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to count you off. So this is going to be 7. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, your palm is always facing outward. 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now we're going to move on to our next exercise. So this one's the bent over rows. Again, if you're in your chair or if you're laying on bed, you could just use your arm and hold yourself up. But the point is that we're going to be bent over and our chest is going to be facing down. So I'm going to face to the side so you can see my side point of view. Okay, we're going to do 7 of these on each arm. Ready? And begin. That's 1. Squeeze your shoulder blade in the back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good job. Go ahead and switch. Make sure that you guys are holding at the top, just a little pause so that you can really engage in that muscle. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good job. Next, our next exercise is regular overhead press to V press, okay? And again, 1, that's 1 set. That's 2, okay? You can try to do 2 dumbbells at a time. If not, go ahead and just do 1, okay? And then for the people that are doing 1, stop at 7, rotate, and then finish your 14 on, or the 7 on your other arm. Okay, let's go ahead and press hold right here. And we're gonna press up. 1, up, side, that's 2, up, side, 3, up, side, 4, up, side, up, side, up, side, halfway, up, side, up, side, up, side, up, side, up, side, 1 more, up, side. Good job, guys. Okay, our last exercise for this round, again, we're doing 3 rounds, but we're gonna decrease the reps in each round. Next, we're gonna do wheel taps. So if you're using a weight, you can hold it like this, however you guys feel comfortable. You can hold it sideways. I usually hold it up and down. Okay, so again, this is what it looks like. We'll bring it to the side. Really think about engaging that core. If you have to, an extra challenge that I like to do is scoot forward so you're not relying on your backrest as much. I don't have that big are at best disability. So this one's definitely a challenge. Okay, so we're gonna do 1, 1, 2, 2, and we're gonna do 14. Ready, set, and begin. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Good job, guys. And that completes our first round. And we're gonna do the same 4 exercises, and we're gonna do 2 more rounds of that. So go ahead and take a break. This is your break. How are we doing with time? Okay, yeah, we're doing good. Because this is our workout right now. Okay. Our first exercise is around the world. So when you are ready, grab that free weight. Again, with this exercises, your palm is always going to be facing forward. Okay. So we're kind of making like a little half circle. All right. Grab that weight. Let's get started. Round 2. Who's ready? Let's go. Okay. Palm facing forward. And we're bringing it up. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. 4. 5. That's 6. If you're doing 2 weights, keep going to 12. Switch to your other arm. If you are doing 1 weight, I'm going to do 6 of them on this arm. Ready? That's 1. 2. I'm facing forward. 3. 4. 5. 6. Good job, guys. Next exercise that we're going to do are bent over rows. We're going to choose a side. You can do 2 at a time. Then by all means, do 2 at a time. Put the camera down. Okay. Again, just to show you the movement, I'm going to bring it straight back, and we're not hunching our shoulder in. Remember, we're pinching our shoulder blades together as much as we can. That's what the movement looks like. All right. We're doing 6 on each side. If you're doing single arm, we're going all the way to 12. So 6 on each side for this one. Ready? Bend over, get your weight by your wheels, and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job, guys. Let's rotate. Make sure we're making a fast transition so that we can get our endurance up. Okay, bend over, and 1, 2. Get your shoulder blade. 3, 4, hold it. 5, hold it. 6. Good job, guys. All right. Regular to the Y or to V press. Okay. Go ahead and get our weights. So I'm grabbing 2. Again, we're doing all the way up to 12. If you cannot do 2 at a time, then just do 6 on each arm. Okay. Let's go ahead and press up and up. That's 1 side, 2 side, 3 side, 4 5 side, up 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, one more, 12. Good job, guys. Our last exercise for this round, wheel taps. So grab a single dumbbell. Okay, again, engaging in those obliques. Ready? Let's go. 1, 1, 2, 2, all the way up to 12. 3, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Good job, guys. That completes our second round. Good job. This is our last round. We're going to do 9 reps of the same 4 exercises. hopefully by doing less, actually we're not gonna do 9 because we need an even number. Let's do 8. So that when we do single arms, we'll just split it up. So it'll be 4 and 4. Okay, last round before our cool down. Grab those weights. Starting off with around the world. So we're gonna do 4 in each arm if you're doing single. If you're doing both arms, go ahead and do the full 8. Palms face forward. Let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go all the way to 8 if you're doing both arms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job, guys. All right, bent over rows. Let's get it. 4 on each side. Hold it at the top. Pinch those back muscles together. You'll start to feel it. Ready? Let's do 4. Ready? 1. Come on. 2, 3, 4. Good job, guys. Switch. Going fast so we can build endurance. Other arm. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, guys. All right. Regular to V press. Grab dumbbells. Again, we're doing all the way to 8. If you're doing single arm, 4 and 4. Ready? Up and up. Side. That's 1. Up. Side. That's 2. Up. Side. 3. Up. Side. That's 4. Up. Side. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. That's 8. 9. Oh wait, yeah. We were going all the way up to 8. I was going to 10. Okay. Good job. Let's finish this round up. Wheel taps. Grab a single weight. Put the other one down. And we're begin in 3, 2, 1. Tap. 2, 3, 4, 5. All the way to 8. 6, 7, 8. Good job, guys. That completes our 3 rounds of workout. Now we're going to do a cool down really fast, and then we'll open up. How much time do we have? Yeah, let's just do a short cool down. So I want you to do is grab the resistance bands. If you don't have the resistance bands, again, do it just with your arms, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to hold it up here, okay? Bring it up. We're just going to bring it down. Just get that nice little stretch. Also putting not too much weight. Okay, let's do 15. Go ahead and count yourself. Take it the pace that you need to. Feel that slow stretch. I hope you guys are getting your heart rate up. I hope it's up already, actually. Again, make sure if you have questions, if you have any. I think our count right now, or our time, we have about 15 minutes, so this is plenty of time. I always count because I don't count. So if you are counting with me, then we'll say that's 15. Okay. So Jesse, if you want to open up the mics, if they have any questions, go ahead and grab your water if you guys need water.
Thank you guys for joining today as well. So I've asked you all to unmute. Jackie is figuring out who the Kenda Tire winner is for this week. But in the meantime, Anna is here to answer your questions. Any question you have, please do not hesitate to put it out there.
Yes, please. Who's got a question? Anything about adaptive sports, about how I adapt workouts to me, what I'm doing with my life, anything.
Anna, are you going to be doing a regular program at any point?
Like teaching and coaching?
Yeah.
I've thought about it. I've definitely considered it in the past, especially with a lot of people contacting me because they just don't know how to get back into their active self, right? Going from like a spinal cord injury, if you do have a spinal cord injury, it was tough for me to transition from being someone who relied my entire life on my legs to now adapting workouts to where it's just upper bodies, or try to be creative when it comes to working out, because we also don't want to put too much stress on our shoulders, but also activate the muscles that are aren't often exercised. So hopefully that's something that I'll look into more in the future. Right now I'm in college, so I've been busy with that, and so definitely be on the lookout for that though. Thank you for that question.
Will this recording be available later?
You will receive a link to the YouTube in your email that you use to register for the course.
Great, thank you.
Yes, and if you are not familiar with my page, my Instagram is just my name, Anna Stroll. I also, if you scroll down my feed, I have a bunch of workout videos that I've posted in the past. So let's see if I can pull it up and I can show you guys. But this is kind of what it looks. Oh, it might not show up, but there's like little videos that I just show a bunch of my workouts, and you could save them by clicking that little tab right there and save them to like a folder. If you have a folder for workouts that you want to add to your workouts, go ahead. And then I believe the previous workout session that we did with this event was also on YouTube.
It is. It's on the Wheel With Me Foundation YouTube. So if you want to go back and do the other workout, it is free to view on the YouTube, and we can also include that in the email too. I'll make sure that link goes out. Well, Jackie will make sure that link goes out.
Awesome. Does anyone have any other questions? I think, yeah, we're good with time. So if not, I can talk a little bit more if you guys can't think of any questions. Okay, so if you don't know more about my story, so I was a gymnast. I was a competitive gymnast for 8 years, and I actually got injured through gymnastics. I have a T10 spinal cord injury. I'm complete, so I have no sensation or function below the waist. That's why it's a little hard for me to engage my core and maintain balance and stability. The one thing why I wanted to be an adaptive athlete was because when I got injured, that wasn't the way that I was expecting to say goodbye to my sport, right? Like I was so invested with gymnastics. I was training 5 times a week, 4 hours per day. I was looking forward to achieving my Olympic dream and goal and get to the Olympics and represent my country through gymnastics. But unfortunately, I had my injury. But again, that doesn't mean that I can't go to the Olympics now. There's Paralympics, and I'm still finding my love on which exact adaptive sport I want to represent the US team with. I've tried wheelchair basketball, I've tried tennis, I've tried adaptive mono skiing, so on snow and on water. I still, between all those 4, I think I enjoyed probably basketball the most, which I was never a ball sport. I devoted like all my time in childhood to gymnastics. I never tried any other sport because I was getting high up as far as my level in gymnastics. So I didn't have time to invest into another sport. But yeah, again, with gymnastics, I didn't get to say goodbye to it. I didn't have that last competition that I get to just give my all to. So adaptive sports is allowing for that inner gymnast that I know is still inside me to live on. Right. That's why I really want to encourage for the people who are wheelchair users to find a program that is in your local area, get involved, try to like find out more information, hear from the adaptive athletes and their stories, because there's some pretty cool adaptive athletes out there, and I've come across many of them, and I can only just say how much that they've impacted my ability to get back into sports and find that competitive side inside of me. So. Jesse included.
Once the pool's open, I will be hitting the pool. Yes. You never thought of swimming? God. I love swimming.
Ooh, I know. I love swimming too. And I loved swimming before my injury as well. I don't know about a sport, but I think I enjoyed just doing it for recreation and just enjoying the sun and outdoor stuff. So I don't know about
That'd
a
be so
competitive
good
side
for
of me.
I always feel like jello, like after I swim, no spasms, no nerve pain. It's just like I'm all loosey-goosey for the rest of the day it's great.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yeah. And it stretches you out in ways that you couldn't even stretch or didn't even think about stretching. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's amazing.
Closed for a year that we could go to.
I know, yes. I love that.
Most YMCA's, side note, if you talk to the coordinator at your local YMCA and you're like, look, like this is what helps me be independent as a wheelchair user, having this gym membership is crucial to me continuing to get strong. I get my membership's only like $25 a month, and they reopen the pools at the Y. So I've been able to swim. So that's a side note as well. And also it's good to have for when you travel and you can't get an accessible shower. Every Y has an accessible shower. So if you go somewhere that you're not able to get into the shower easily, you can go to the Y and use it there. They all have shower benches. They're all rolling. And I've done that across the country. So just another little side note. I also want to say congratulations to Kalana. I sent you a private message. Please email us at info@wheelwithmefoundation.com. .org, info@wheelwithmefoundation.org to get your tires. We need your address and your tire size. Does anyone have any questions for Anna? Anything and everything. Do you have any questions for me?
Has anybody tried those, like I'm working on my posture, like my back's so round, because I didn't for years. Has anybody tried those like straps, like it's almost like a posture bra? Like it's not a bra, it goes around and they pull you across your back.
Oh, I have not.
And it's
I didn't even know about that.
I think it's like you can work on it when you were, especially when I'm on Zooms, I'm always like, or when I think about it, but then I'm, sewing or doing stuff and I'm leaning down. And I think it just keeps you back.
Erica has something.
Erica?
Yeah, I have one. I actually just got it in Amazon before this meeting. So I unwrapped it and I just pulled it out. It's
an unboxing.
Here. Yeah.
Come on, put it on.
I'm on my phone, so I don't know if you guys can see me very well.
I can see it.
I'm gonna try and fix it. So I got it because it goes around your body. So it just opens like that, like a diaper. And I just put it over your back. And they're really, really long straps. So it wraps around your shoulders. And they have this little one under your boobs.
Yeah, it'll probably hike those up too.
I wasn't expecting to do this today, sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
You pull it back. And I don't know if you can see, it kind of pulls underneath. It's not very tight. I just have a lot of fluff. So it pulls.
I was wondering if we can wear those underclothes too. So
yeah. And it doesn't pull too hard on my shoulders, but it pulls my shoulders back. So I'm sitting up the way Anna was sitting when she was exercising, which is really what I want to do. So sit up straighter. And it has a panel in the back.
That's crazy.
That keeps it straighter. So you can feel contact all the time from the top part of your back to the middle part of your back. So if it separates, then you're not sitting up straight. So
nice.
That's
quite the coincidence there.
40 something dollars on Amazon, but they have a whole bunch of different kinds. And that was the craziest thing ever. I never had that happen before.
I have to get what it's meant to be.
I have a question. So I don't know a lot of adaptive sports and stuff like that to do in my area. Usually when I find out that there's an adaptive sport, it is completely by accident. Like I was at like a greenhouse garden center and someone stopped me and was like, hey, you're in a wheelchair. Do you want to try hockey but adaptive hockey. And I'm like, I would love to, but I need to find time. So how do you find adaptive sports like that are like, what's a good resource to find those in your state or area or whatever it is?
Do you have?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. It's you. Sorry.
Oh, no. You okay? Well, yeah. If you want to tag along, Jackie and Jesse, go ahead after me. My recommendation is to get involved with the community around you. So typically you can find people through Facebook groups. I know Jessie made one up for people in her area as well. There's just a bunch of Facebook groups that you can get involved with, and they are the ones that will post these adaptive sports that they have, like events and stuff going on. Obviously with COVID, it's probably less right now, but that's probably my biggest recommendation. Jessie, do you have anything to add to that?
Getting involved in support groups is a good way to find them too. Just be like, hey, I'm located in this area. What do you know that's near me? And I'm telling you, people will come off with the wildest things that you never even thought of doing. Like, I've got to sail in Washington. There's the adaptive sailing. It was a great time. Obviously water skiing, snow skiing, tennis, rock climbing, Tough Mudders. Like, there's ways to find these sports, and it's just connecting with that community. I cannot stress enough, we've got to connect more and collaborate more, because that's how we find out about the awesome opportunities there are for us. There was another question from Nicole. It said, how often do you strength train and how do you incorporate cardio?
That's a great question, Nicole. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, so I train with Wesley Hamilton. We do adaptive CrossFit through his nonprofit, which is called Disabled But Not Really. If you haven't heard of Wesley Hamilton or Disabled But Not Really, please go ahead and search them up through social media, because they're doing amazing things with their athletes as well, and I'm part of them. But I train with him 3 times a week. So we do great group trainings on the weekends, and then individual one-on-one trainings with him throughout the week, twice a week. And so he has such a good list and different workouts to incorporate. A lot of them strengthening, a lot of them's cardio. We'll choose like one strengthening day and one cardio day to kind of balance those out throughout the week and make sure that we're not making those muscles super tense. Another thing that I could probably show you. So I usually go on my FES bike a lot. This is alongside my bed. I posted about this, so if you want to check that out, it's just a little bit more information, but you attach electrodes to your muscles and they're able to contract them through those pulses. And I usually do that for an hour. I try to do it for 2 hours, honestly, however long that my bladder can hold as I'm drinking water throughout it, because that's probably like the reason why I stopped. It's not more of like, it gets our heart rate going so fast, and it's like the number one way that I can get my heart rate and get sweating. So that's kind of, I usually try to do that after, or the days that I'm not training with Wes. So yeah.
And to add to that, I also, if you have access to a gym, again, I love the Y. I use it all over the greater Charlotte area. Most of them in this area actually have a ski erg in it. And both of the Ys with the ski erg I use regularly have the adapted handles, and they just automatically put them on when they see me come in the gym. So your Ys are typically accommodating, which is also nice if you're self-training. So the ski erg, the rowing machine, a Concept 2 rower, comes apart in the middle. That's another great way to get cardio. Battle ropes, I bought some off Amazon for $70. If you can get on your hands and knees, crawling, just even getting on your hands and knees, trying to tall kneel, those are other ways. If you have leg braces, getting in your leg braces and walking long distances. Like what I'll do is I'll walk to the bathroom, brush my teeth, wash my face, walk back to my room, and then finish getting ready for bed. So there's ways that you can do therapy-based cardio, and there's ways you can do actual typical gym-based cardio. So it's just getting super, super creative.
Yes.
Another one, do you still use a standing frame glider?
Do I use, so I have my standing frame. It's actually in the basement, which I have a stair lift, so I can get down to the basement by myself. I personally don't do it as much as maybe my doctors would recommend. But it is very important to have that bone density because we're just sitting and we're not getting that bone density that we always get. If you don't have strong bones, they're easy for you to break and they're more fragile, more sprays, more everything. So
I want
you
to
have to look
invest
out for
in
that.
one of those, because it's like an elliptical too, and I haven't tried it. I have one at adapted at Ryu that I haven't tried yet, but I think I'd rather have that over the bike myself. But you could sell me yours if you're not using it.
Also, a place I recommend to, if you're looking for any adaptive equipment ever, on Facebook, there's a group called Disability Trading Zone. I have a regular standing frame. I bought it out of there for $350. I use it every single day. I actually stand in it 2 to 3 hours a day when I'm working. So if you can't find a glider, there's also the regular standing frame, and you can usually get a really good deal on it. So Disability Trading Zone is the name of that Facebook group.
Yeah, because I was like, even just having a standing frame and just doing your arm cardio, because you can do so many things with your arms that you can get so much cardio with your arms that you'd be surprised. Not just
Right.
All right, so I appreciate all of you guys for coming. Are there any more questions?
If you have another one, will I automatically get an email letting me know?
Did you register?
Well, I guess I did because you sent me an email.
For the whole week though, each one's an individual. Jackie, will the links go out with the rest of the week? Like with the recording, can we send the links for the rest of the week to register?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So shortly after this, I'm gonna put this on YouTube. And after that, you'll get an email with the recording. We'll also include the links to register for each day because every day is an individual registration. I see that Katie's on here. So on Friday, Katie will actually be doing a wheelchair Zumba class for us. And every single one of these courses is at 6 p.m. Eastern this week. So I want to do you guys mind if we do a group picture real quick? Everyone just wants
Yeah, let's do it.
smile. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. You guys. And with that, I hope you guys have an awesome day. Really appreciate you making the time to join us tonight. The rest of the week's going to be great. We have the personal growth with Sarah Foley tomorrow, which if you didn't join the last one, Sarah hosts an incredible event. You just feel 10 times lighter afterwards. Wednesday, we are having How to Become an Actor with Danny. Danny is based in LA, has been acting for years, one of the first, I believe, to act as a wheelchair user. So super, super cool to see Danny out there, and he's going to have an awesome course. Thursday, we're going to learn how to become an advocate with Jessica. Jessica taught our disability history course earlier in March. She's back again to teach us how to become an advocate. She's doing great things. She's a school teacher and is really working to get the disability civil rights movement added to course curriculum in school. That's something that she's really pushing for, which, you know, it would normalize disability from a young age. So totally recommend joining that course. And of course, Friday, we're going to have Zumba with Katie. Glad to have Katie here with us tonight. Thank you for joining. And we're excited for this whole week. We appreciate your guys' time and your effort in joining us every day. So we'll see you soon.
you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.